Robert Arthur and Glenn Torkels were sitting in the principal's office. School had ended 20 minutes earlier. Their classmates were on the lush green lawns of Lovecraft Middle School, tossing frisbees and baseballs, getting on bikes and heading for home. But Robert and Glenn weren't going anywhere. They had an appointment to see Principal Slither. The only other person in the office was the principal's secretary, Mrs. Pollops. Her fingers pecked frantically at her computer keyboard. Every few moments she glanced over at the boys and smiled. Her teeth were the color of a yellow school bus. "This is a dumb idea," Glenn whispered. "Shh," Robert said. "No one chooses to go to the principal's office," Glenn continued. "You avoid this place. You don't volunteer to come here and hang out." "We're not hanging out," Robert said. "We're going to tell her the school is in danger." "She'll think you're bonkers." "I can prove it." Glenn snorted. "I'd like to see how you prove that an army of monsters is getting ready to attack Lovecraft Middle School." Mrs. Pollops abruptly stopped typing. "Be quiet," Robert whispered. "Dumb idea," Glenn repeated. "You'll see." Underneath Robert's chair, his backpack squirmed. Inside were his pets, a two-headed rat named Pip and Squeak. They had snuck into his backpack a few weeks earlier, and they insisted on accompanying him wherever he went. Robert tapped the backpack with his sneaker until the rats fell still. The boys waited nearly half an hour before Principal Slither opened her door. There were rumors going around Lovecraft Middle School that she used to work as an actress on daytime soap operas. Robert didn't know if the stories were true, but they were easy enough to believe. Principal Slither was very pretty and had a warm, inviting smile. "I'm sorry to keep you waiting," she said. "Come on back." She ushered them into a sunny office lined with awards and certificates. On her desk were framed photographs of family members and pets. She sat across from Robert and Glenn and sipped coffee from a mug that read, "World's Best Principal." "How can I help you?" "There's something we need to explain," Robert said, "but it's going to sound a little weird." "A lot weird," Glenn corrected. "Go on," she said, taking another sip. "We know who kidnapped Sarah and Sylvia Price." Principal Slither dropped her mug, spilling coffee all over her desk. She didn't bother to clean it up. She didn't even seem to notice. "This better not be a joke," she warned. "I wish I was kidding," Robert said. The disappearance of Sarah and Sylvia Price, seventh-grade twins at Lovecraft Middle School, had made headlines throughout New England. Parents feared that the girls had been abducted by some kind of psycho predator. Police led searches through all the surrounding forests, parks, and cities. They found nothing. No evidence, no leads, no clues. Then, just 5 days later, Sarah and Sylvia mysteriously returned home, seemingly unharmed, with no memory of where they had been or who had taken them. The police department was baffled. The neighborhood was outraged. But the girls insisted that there was nothing to worry about. Everything was fine. They just wanted to go back to living their lives. "I'm going to call the police," Principal Slither explained, "and we're going to talk about this with some detectives. But first, I want you to tell me who kidnapped Sarah and Sylvia." "This is the weird part," Glenn warned. Robert nodded. "They were kidnapped by monsters." Principal Slither leaned forward. "Could you say that last part again? It sounded like you said monsters." Robert took a deep breath and started from the beginning. He reminded her that Lovecraft Middle School had been constructed almost entirely from recycled materials, old windows, doors, floor tiles, and the like. What most people didn't realize is that these materials had come from an abandoned mansion on the far end of town, 30 years ago, this mansion had been home to a physicist named Crawford Tillinghast. He had been working in secret with a team of scientists to summon ancient races of demons and monsters. It was widely believed that Tillinghast and his employees had died in an explosion, but the truth was more complicated.